Hey everyone, it's Nita. Finally back. I hope you guys can hear me over Amante Lacey singing Hello, a song that truly blessed my heart. Again, my name is Anita, also known as God's Favored. God's favor, present tense, not God's favored, past, present, God's favor. I'm here to talk about being Christ-like. I've noticed a couple different things that I kind of want to address. I think that when people become Christians, they become so biblically correct that they forget the basic things. They forget to just simply love thy neighbor as I love thyself. And they kind of translate it a little bit differently so people get the essence of what I'm saying. People also forget just to love yourself, to talk in love, to walk in love, to do many different things in love. We become so shatai torobosha. We do all that speaking in tongues, but we forget the basic foundations and the basic biblical principles that go hand in hand with being a Christian, which is also called being Christ-like. I'm just asking people of God to really be careful how people see you. Be careful what you do when people are around you. People are looking for someone to really be an example to other people that are longing for someone that they can look at to be an example. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect. You probably wouldn't even come close to it. Not a hint of a hair, not a new growth root of it. No, I got to relax it. But anywho. But people are looking for someone that can be an example to a generation that needs someone that's not out doing what they want to do, that's not camouflaging themselves with the world, that's really being who they are and still being Christ-like and still having fun. You know what I mean? They need someone that can do that. So I'm challenging us all as people of God to be who God has called us to be, to really arise and to think about other people, looking at some homeless people here in Columbus. It really makes me appreciate God, because if it weren't for his grace and his mercy, that could simply be you or I, but God saw fit to bless us abundantly with not only material things like a cell phone, but with a roof over our head, new cars, education, tuition, hallelujah, God. Many different things. So we should give God the glory and the honor that he deserves. Truly. So I like to be a little different. So I'm just challenging you guys to be an example, to really come forth. You're never too young. I'm only 21 years old. A lot of my friends around the same age, if not younger, really going forth in God. So yeah, I'm just challenging you to really let God do something in you. You know what I mean? Let God be God over your life. I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix this and move this over so I can kind of pause this. Alright, there we go. Pause that for a minute so you guys can kind of hear me. Yeah, just we need to walk in love. That is my MySpace name. Walk in love, walk in humility. Two things that God has been dealing with me on for a long time. But yeah. You know who I look a little bit like in this video, people? I'm talking to you guys, not myself. You know the girl Kato off of Project One Runway. I look just like her. Y'all can send me that check if you want to. Hallelujah. But yeah, simply here to say that God is able. I'm kind of rambling. I know I am. You're like, you're talking about love and you're talking about being an example. Just flow with me as God flowed with me. Hallelujah. So yeah, I said all that to say, just let God use you. And that's half the battle. Personally, myself, I have been running somewhat from my calling, and I can't keep running, because you don't want your term to expire. You don't want the gift that God has put inside of you to expire. And God said, well, I gave you a certain amount of time. My lips look a little dry. God said, I gave you a certain amount of time to do what you need to do. And because you didn't want to obey me, you just boop. So yeah, On that note, God is able. Seriously. And I'm going to sing it one more time, just the beginning of the song, because it is so true. And I am singing to my own self and you if you need it, but truly singing for my own self right about now. Because sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory during the test. And no matter how you feel, speak the words and you will be healed. Speak over yourself. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Hit a couple flat notes, but you know what I meant. Hallelujah.